morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, October 14th, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to CATEX TV. The government of India has been making some moves over the past year about raising foreign interest in insurance and reinsurance in the country. They raised the cap on foreign direct investment in the Indian insurance sector from 26% up to 49% in March of this year, hoping that more companies would be coming in. Well, it was not to be. This morning it was announced that Aon is exiting the Indian insurance market, citing, quote, regulatory issues. The company had owned a 26% stake in a joint venture with an Indian company controlled by a local family. Aon declined to increase their ownership stake to 49% and have decided to leave the market altogether at this point. So it's back to square one for New Delhi. The London Market Group, in the midst of yet another modernization plan at Lloyd's, had floated the idea several weeks ago that they were going to pay for the modernization plan by a 0.1% levy on all premiums that went through the Lloyd's market. That plan is now no longer operable. The London Market Group director, Shireen Corey-Hawk, confirmed that the market would no longer be using a slip levy to fund market modernization. We've explored that idea with legal firms, but that's not a direction we can go in for lots of reasons. She said that the way it's going to be funded is still through a 0.1% charge on the gross written premium in London, but we're going to be working with Lloyd's to bring those funds into the associations and then funding these initiatives with the money. I'm not quite sure what that means. Nevertheless, Ms. Corey-Hawk also announced an immediate plan to invite 12 to 14 young market professionals into the mix to help formulate the new modernization strategy. She emphasized that this was a pressing, urgent need. She said that invitations would be sent for a follow-up session to continue to discuss this at the end of November, which is the end of next month. She also said that the plan to invite young market professionals would be released in the new year, which is almost 3 months away. The flooding caused by severe weather and extreme rainfall in southern France on the 3rd and 4th of October is expected to result in an estimated insured loss of as much as $740 million. The Association Française de l'Assurance said that the severe weather, which affected many towns, is expected to result in over 60,000 insurance claims. In a surprising bit of news yesterday, Conan Ward, who was the top man in the U.S. arm of Hamilton Insurance Group, announced his resignation after less than 2 years on the job. Bob Deutsch, who is the firm's chief strategy officer, is going to be serving as his successor at the moment while a replacement search is underway. PartnerRe has become the latest carrier to provide an initial loss estimate for the explosions in Tianjin, China back in August, revealing a net pre-tax loss of perhaps as much as $70 million. The fact that only 3 Bermudan companies have released information so far indicates how difficult it is to get actual clear loss information coming out of Tianjin. Partner said the estimate was net of retrocession and reinstatements and based on information received from cedents as well as analysis of exposure. The key here is information received from cedents. Meanwhile, an explosion at an oil storage facility in Tajikistan has killed 4 people. The storage facility is operated by Gazprom. A tank at the oil depot just outside the capital of Tajikistan, which is Dushanbe, exploded last night due to a failure to observe safety norms during welding work. This is according to the Interior Ministry. U.S. authorities are supposedly looking at Goldman Sachs' role as an advisor to Malaysian State Development Fund, 1MDB. This is part of a broad probe into allegations of corruption and money laundering, which is being reported by the Wall Street Journal today. The FBI and the U.S. Justice Department are at the information gathering stage. There is no suggestion of wrongdoing by Goldman, and they have not yet determined whether Goldman will become the focus of any investigation into the scandal. In July, Malaysian officials investigating the allegations visited the local office of Goldman Sachs seeking documents relating to 1MDB. 1MDB, whose advisory board is chaired by the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Najib Razak, has been dogged by controversy over its $11 billion in debt. The Journal reported in July that investigators looking into the fund had found that nearly $700 million was deposited into a bank account under the Prime Minister's name. The Prime Minister has denied taking the money for personal gain, even though it was put into his bank account. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Last night was the Democratic presidential debate in Las Vegas, the first of apparently 6. Vice President Biden did not appear, although there was an empty lectern there in case he did decide to show up. We'll talk to you tomorrow.